The vast expanses of the deep ocean, encompassing more than 2/3 of our planet, act as an immense canvas on which captivating mysteries unfold. With more than 80% of the ocean yet to be discovered, we plunge into a realm where every dive promises the possibility of extraordinary revelations and the thrill of the unknown. The Titanic. The sinking of the Titanic stands out as one of the most iconic disasters in history. New images of the 1912 shipwreck reveal the Titanic in a critical state, dissolving under the effects of salt water, currents, and bacteria. Explorer Victor Vescovo and his team, on an expedition of 5 dives to 12,000 feet over 8 days, used a rugged submersible to capture images for an upcoming National Geographic documentary. Although it was not the first time they found the remains, they were surprised by the extensive deterioration in the last decade. Iconic elements, like the valve from the famous scene in the 1997 film, were unrecognizable, fading into the ocean. The Titanic is expected to completely deteriorate in the coming decades. In a gesture of respect, the crew laid a wreath and held a brief ceremony in memory of those who lost their lives more than a century ago. The Black Pharaohs. The Nubian pharaohs belonging to the 25th dynasty stand as enigmatic rulers whose existence is often overlooked, primarily due to their dark skin, a fact that some Egyptians attempt to deny. Persistent archaeological efforts continue to reveal evidence of the pharaoh's presence. Nubians in Sudan. Near Nuri, a group of researchers found a staircase believed to lead to the tomb of the ruler Nastasin, but upon descending, they encountered an unexpected obstacle. The tomb was submerged in water. Thanks to underwater archaeologists led by Piers Polkitzman, who navigated through the underwater corridor, this challenge was overcome. Finally, the experts examined the tomb, a burial chamber with 3 rooms adorned with vaulted ceilings, where they found golden statues. Despite the complexity of the exploration due to the high water level, the discovery of the tomb serves as irrefutable evidence of the existence of the Nubian pharaohs. The Bermuda Triangle. A vaguely defined region in the Atlantic Ocean, it has been shrouded in mystery for decades, gaining notoriety for the mysterious disappearance of numerous ships and planes. Under the waves of the Bermuda Triangle hides a mysterious seabed with underwater plains, dramatic drops, and submerged mountain ranges, generating various enigmas. One intriguing mystery involves underwater methane hydrates, possibly causing massive bubbles that could sink ships, although this theory has yet to be proven as the definitive cause of the disappearances in the area. The Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest part of the Atlantic Ocean, also lies beneath the waters of the Triangle, offering unexplored terrain for scientific research. The deep sea of the Bermuda Triangle harbors undiscovered secrets, baffling scientists and explorers, adding more mystery to this famous enigma. Christ of the Abysses. Submerged under the crystal-clear waters of the Italian Riviera, about 17 meters deep, rests the moving Christ of the Abysses, a bronze statue of Jesus Christ erected in 1954 and created by the Italian diver Delio Morante. This 2.5-meter sculpture is a moving tribute to Dario Gonzatti, a friend of Morante, who tragically died underwater. If it weren't for a diver who captured it, it would be hard to believe. With poignant origins and their replication, there now exist 2 identical monuments honoring the Son of God. The first is off the coast of St. George in the southeastern Caribbean Sea, initially submerged before moving to the seafront. The second, a gift to the American Underwater Society, adorns the seafloor 8 meters deep near the Dry Rocks Coral Reef, off the coast of Florida. Both replicas reflect the impact of Morante's vision, and the original statue resides in Italy's National Diving Museum. Each version of the Christ of the Abyss serves as a moving tribute that transcends borders, offering comfort and reflection to those who explore the depths of the sea. Underwater structures of Zakynthos. Initially found as the remains of a lost Greek city near Zakynthos, recent research published in the Journal of Marine and Petroleum Geology revealed a more intriguing truth about these underwater structures. Contrary to the initial belief that the site was a submerged city destroyed by ancient tidal waves, it turns out to be a natural geological phenomenon dating back to the Pliocene era, approximately 5 million years ago. If it weren't for a diver who captured it, it would be hard to believe. The site, discovered by snorkelers, was carefully examined by experts using advanced techniques such as X-rays and microscopy. Their findings revealed that the distinctive donut-shaped solid masses formed due to a subsurface fault releasing gas. Although uncommon in seawater, these formations are more prevalent in microbial sediments exposed by natural erosion on the seafloor. The research team concluded that this shallow water geological phenomenon is exceptionally rare and provides valuable insights into the Earth's dynamic processes over millions of years. The strange stone spheres of Costa Rica. To start, in some parts of Costa Rica, there are large round rocks called stone spheres. About 300 of them are found on an island and near a river. They are believed to have been made by a group of people called the Diques a long time ago. The Diques lived in a place called the Great Turaba River Valley. This tribe was skilled in craftsmanship, creating beautiful objects from clay, bone and gold, as well as round stones of different sizes, some as small as a hand and others larger than an adult. The Diques carved them by hitting them with rocks and then smoothed them with sand. When the Spanish arrived, they were not interested in these stones. In 1930, the United Fruit Company found them while clearing the jungle to grow bananas. These stones are a mystery, like another enigmatic discovery that has baffled documentary filmmakers, the Dyatlov Pass. In 1959, a group of 10 students and an instructor from a Russian university embarked on a skiing and mountaineering trip in a very cold area called the Dyatlov Pass. A student with joint pain withdrew from the group, which continued its journey but never returned. They found their tent partially buried in the snow, cut from the inside. Then they found the bodies of the group in strange conditions, some without clothes and others injured. Initially, it was said that they died of an unknown cause, but this made no sense. Over time, many theories emerged, such as secret military tests or attacks by Yetis. Recently, Russian authorities said it was an avalanche, but this didn't add up well. Swiss scientists investigated and focused on the period between the camp's preparation and the alleged avalanche. Lead scientist Alexander Puzrin continues to investigate this mystery. But there are also other unsolved historical mysteries. The Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism is an ancient Greek device used to calculate and display information about the stars and planets. It was found in 1901 in the Mediterranean Sea, in a shipwreck near the island of Antikythera. It was built around 100 BC. It is an ancient device with complex gears that was housed in a box the size of a shoebox, and had inscriptions in Greek. It was mainly used for astronomical and calendar issues. It showed the positions of the sun and moon in the zodiac and the lunar phases through a system of gears. It also had dials to help adjust calendars and predict eclipses. Although we know a lot about how it worked, there are still unknowns about its exact purpose and whether similar technology was used in ancient Greece and Rome for other purposes. The Antikythera mechanism is unique and represents an ancient tradition of mechanical devices for astronomy. Researchers around the world continue to study it, but some of its secrets remain unsolved. The sea monster of Hook Sea Island. Hook Island, an island off the coast of Australia, is a peaceful national park known primarily for coral reef diving, but it wasn't always known for its beauty. In 1964, a French photographer named Robert Le Serec spotted a giant creature near Stonehaven Bay on an island. At first he thought it was about 30 feet long, but then it looked even larger, possibly more than 90 feet long. Le Serec described what the creature looked like in detail. Although some experts thought it could be a large eel, this idea was discarded due to its size and location. There were questions about Le Serec's intentions and some controversy over the photos he took. Like the Loch Ness Monster, The mystery of the Hook Island sea monster continues to be debated in the cryptozoology community due to some strong evidence supporting its existence. The Nampa figurine. In 1889, workers drilling a well near Nampa, Idaho, found a tiny clay figurine about the size of a coin, shaped like a slender woman. A figurine was found about 295 feet underground that raised questions about its authenticity and origin. Professor Albert A. Wright of Oberlin College, in 1979, confirmed that it was the work of a skilled artist. Despite the wear, one could still see his clear features, such as a round head with faint eyes and mouth, broad shoulders, short arms, and long legs. It also had faint patterns that could represent clothing or jewelry. Wright compared the figurine to clay balls from the same location to confirm its authenticity. Testimonies from those who found it and from a railroad manager supported its authenticity. It has been compared to Paleolithic figures from caves in France and Belgium, but remains enigmatic, as does a nearby suspicious painting, Madonna with the Child San Giovannino. This 15th-century painting by Domenico Ghirlandaio has sparked debate due to a strange object in the sky, which some believe could be a UFO. Ghirlandaio was known for his religious paintings, and this one shows the Virgin Mary, the baby Jesus, and St. John. If you look closely, you will see a strange object near the Virgin Mary's head. This has led some to speculate about extraterrestrial visitors. Some suggest that the object could be diminishing the intensity of the Madonna's halo and protecting her in some way. At that time, depictions of celestial elements were common in religious art and often represented the divine. Although this may be unusual in the context of biblical beliefs, it has generated interesting discussions between science and religion. The Time Traveler. The Time Traveler photo was taken in 1941 in Gold Bridge, British Columbia, during the reopening of the South Fork Bridge. Some people on the internet believe that the man in the photo is a time traveler because of his modern clothing, sunglasses, and small camera. However, his clothes have logical explanations. Sunglasses had existed since the 1920s, his shirt resembled that of the sports teams of the time, and his small camera had already been manufactured since 1938. The phenomenon of the traveler in the time has been a popular topic on the internet, and has been discussed at conferences in 2011. The Babushka Lady. The Babushka Lady is an unknown woman who was present during the 1963 assassinations of U.S. President John F. Kennedy in Dallas at Dealey Plaza. It is believed that she may have taken photos or filming of the shooting, and she is named so because of the scarf she wore on her head, similar to that of older Russian women. Several witnesses saw her on camera and she appears on footage of the murder, but her identity and any films she may have taken of her remain a mystery. Beverly Oliver claimed to be the Babushka Lady, but she was found to be lying. The real woman remains unidentified, and the fate of any possible films she took remains unknown. In history, there are more inexplicable photos that can never be explained. When a life jacket washed up on the shore of a Russian lake, it attracted more attention than millions of other objects found near the water. In fact, it triggered an important investigation that revealed an ancient tunnel from an unknown civilization. Who was wearing this lost life jacket? What happened to them? And how is the life jacket connected to a tunnel linked to an unknown civilization? In this video, we explore the discovery of an ancient tunnel linked to an unknown civilization. In 2003, a mysterious event occurred in the suburbs near Solnechnegorsk. Village administration driver Vladimir Sechenko discovered a U.S. Navy life jacket in Endless Lake. The shocking thing was that the vest had an identifying inscription confirming that this property belonged to sailor Sam Belowski of the destroyer Cowell, which was bombed in October 2000 in the port of Aden, Yemen, killing 4 sailors and 10 other people, including Sam. Belowski disappeared. The life jacket was discovered through a survey of eyewitnesses and participants in the described event, and the inscriptions on it point directly to Cowell's sailor, Sam Belowski. How did a life jacket from the Indian Ocean reach a lake in central Russia after traveling 4,000 kilometers in a straight line for 3 years? Some scientists suggest that unknown underground tunnels may exist connecting deep parts of Earth's continent, but it is not known who created them, when or why. Underground cavities created by ancient civilizations have been observed to exist on different continents, including large underground halls and linear structures such as tunnels. In the 21st century, there has been an increase in the frequency of finding fragments of ancient tunnels, but identifying them requires extensive knowledge of underground working techniques. Ancient tunnels are distinguished by their enormous size and precision, and many of them are older than humans can understand. An example is the Marble Cave in Crimea, which was originally a tunnel with perfectly flat walls going deep into the ridge with a slope towards the sea. The walls are well preserved and do not show signs of erosion by the water currents that formed caves of limestone dissolution. A section of the tunnel begins at an altitude of about 1 kilometer from the Black Sea and may be a fragment of an ancient tunnel dating back at least 30 million years. A huge cavity has been discovered under Mount Aipetri in Crimea, but also a series of tunnels connecting Crimea and the Caucasus, as well as a wide network of tunnels under the Medveditskaya mountain range in the Volga region. The tunnels have a circular section and a diameter that ranges between 7 and 120 meters, with branches at different angles. Some people believe that these tunnels are currently used as transportation arteries and UFO bases, although the latter is not always true. It is believed that there are many tunnels around the planet, including Crimea, Altai, the Urals, Siberia and the Far East, and that their discovery often occurs by chance. A man named Yevgeny Chesnikov fell into a hole that turned out to be a cave with tunnels going in different directions and symbols on the walls. There is also a well in the Caucasus that has been known for a long time, and is believed to be connected to a tunnel. It is known that in the past the tunnel was built to connect the mainland with the railway to Sakhalin, and strange finds were found in the tunnel, such as incomprehensible mechanisms and remains of petrified animals. These tunnels could be used in the future. According to a resident of the region, there are several tunnels of different shapes that can take you to different countries and continents. Some tunnels go from Germany to North America, while others go from Russia to America, passing through China and Japan. In each tunnel there are central stations, and people who live there have reported UFO sightings near them. Secret tunnels have also been found in England, where miners discovered a ladder leading to a shaft after hearing mechanical sounds coming from the ground. A vertical tunnel shaft is believed to have been found in Germany, but it is not known what happened next. There are said to be ancient underground tunnels beneath America that coincide with Mount Shasta in California, and a cave with hieroglyphic letters and light-emitting holes was found in Bishop. In 1980, a large hollow space was discovered off the coast of California that could be a key station for underground tunnels. Nuclear testing in Nevada has increased radiation at a Canadian military base due to a huge nearby cavern that is part of the continent's network of caves and tunnels. Extensive underground tunnel systems have been discovered in different parts of the world. Professor Eric von Daniken recently discovered tunnels under the Nazca Desert, while in 1965 Argentine explorer Janos Juan Morich discovered a system of hundreds of kilometers of tunnels in Ecuador. The tunnels have rectangular sections with smooth walls, ventilation shafts, and concert hall-sized rooms. In one of the rooms, 7 thrones made of an unknown plastic material were found. The entrance to the tunnel system in Ecuador is an opening in the rock formations that leads to horizontal platforms 230 meters underground. Fossilized gold animal figures, a library with thousands of engraved metal plates, a stone amulet, and gold products such as discs and plates were found in the tunnels and connected rooms. The walls are carved with images of dinosaurs, and some plaques display astronomical and space travel concepts. The discovery reveals a lot about the people who built the tunnels, their level of knowledge, and the era in which it occurred. In another region, they found rooms with large tables and chairs, shelves filled with thick ancient books of 400 pages each. built as a long-term repository of valuable information. Caves whose entrances have been blocked have also been discovered in Peru. An underground corridor was found with hieroglyphs on the walls and tunnels leading to the sea. Mysterious tunnels have also been discovered in Southeast Asia that could have served other purposes. In China, an underground labyrinth was found near a circular pyramid with drawings on the walls and ceilings. The drawings show hunting scenes and a solar system connecting Earth and Mars. The nearby pyramids are 45,000 years old. In China, old oil pipelines and tunnels have been found in sparsely populated areas. Some suggest they could have been built by an extraterrestrial civilization. Underground structures have also been found beneath the pyramids of Egypt, extending tens of kilometers towards the Red Sea and the Atlantic coast. He wonders if these tunnels are connected to those found in South America that cross the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. There is a possible network of tunnels around the world, some partially flooded, dry, destroyed, or used for secret UFO movements. Sam Belowski's vest was found in a remote location on the Arabian Peninsula, which could indicate the existence of an underground network of water-filled tunnels flowing north. The tunnels could go from the Arabian Peninsula to the Caspian Sea, connecting with tunnels near Krasnodar, Rostov, Endless Lake, and then with the tunnel in the mountains leading to the Volga region. Some of the underground tunnels are millions of years old and have been damaged by catastrophes. Others are newer and in good condition and may have been built by aliens. The drawings on the walls indicate that some were made by very advanced people. The tunnels could have served as shelter in case of catastrophes on Earth. Every 200 million years, our planet experiences global catastrophes that can cause the extinction of many species. What do you think of these underground tunnels that connect different parts of the world?